our next speaker. We've discussed and seen the real human impact of the discriminatory laws that still exist. And I want to introduce a young activist, Neha, who is formerly, whoa, big clap for Neha, where is she? Neha, who is formerly a statelessness activist and who is leading efforts to advance gender equality in nationality laws and to combat statelessness, not only in her home country of Nepal, we've heard a bit about Nepal, but at the regional and global levels. And it does feel appropriate to close this event hearing from a young person, the youth perspective, about the future world she and her peers are working tirelessly to achieve. So if we could welcome Neha Gurung to the podium. Neha, if you could please come up from wherever you are. I wasn't able to cite you before, so I didn't know where you were coming from. So please come up.
Thank you so much. I'm usually scared of the podiums because usually podiums are taller than me, but today I'm not because it's perfectly sized. Well, 6 years ago, I was a stateless person with no legal identity in my own country. In the past 9 years, I was denied my right to higher education. I fought my case in the Supreme Court. I engaged in a nationwide advocacy campaign to end gender discriminatory nationality laws. I helped to create a network of stateless people. I completed my law school and established myself as a human rights lawyer in past 9 years. Namaste and bonjour, everyone. My name is Neha Gurung, and I come from a small country called Nepal, which, like Switzerland, has amazing, magnificent Himalayas. But Nepal is one of the 24 countries in the world which has gender discriminatory nationality laws. It disallows women and mothers, especially, to confer her citizenship certificate, her legal identity onto her children in an equal basis as men. And that is why my single mother was also not allowed to pass on her citizenship onto me, even though I was already 21 years old. It indeed feels surreal that today I'm standing here in front of all the influential dignitaries who hold the power to influence change, and that I'm not only speaking for myself or fighting for myself, but also representing the voices of all those mothers and children who are still fighting their battle to acquire equal nationality rights for themselves. I extend my heartful gratitude towards, on behalf of all those mothers and children and fathers, to the Global Campaign for Equal Nationality Rights, to UNHCR, UN Women, UNICEF, for your tireless effort in combating gender discrimination in nationality laws, and also for this amazing panel discussions and different sessions that we just had. It is indeed a platform to steer change. I really feel privileged, and I really feel privileged to be standing in front of all you individuals, your excellencies, ministers, and dignitaries. Thank you so much for all your efforts and your unwavering commitments towards this crucial cause. As we sit in this room, I'm sure we've heard a lot from everyone. I'm sure we have not forgotten the harsh realities that is faced by people elsewhere. Families affected by gender discriminatory nationality laws, which in many cases leads to statelessness, are trapped in dark abbeys. Young boys stare into the void, their eyes filled with tears. Young girls await their price to be fixed for marriages, sacrificing their goals, aspirations, and dreams for a chance at citizenship and belongingness. Stateless fathers hide from persecution all the time, worrying about their children. In the same darkness, mothers silently weep while soothing their children to sleep despite the turmoils within. Students close their book, uncertain of their future. In the case of my family, we stood victorious, thanks to my brave and fierce mother who really fought for us, and so many organizations and individual and activists who were there to support us. But the scar remains. It remains. My mother, for example, she could not return back to her career, her beloved career, after all the fights. Speaking of my mother, she puts it rightly when she says that when same citizenship card is given to both men and women, it is of same color, same type, same set of information, same size. Then why is the right emerging from the such same document different for different genders? Why is it different? Why is it that men are allowed to use the same citizenship card to confer his citizenship, his legal identity to his children and even to his foreign spouse, but women aren't? Why is it that women have to prove their affiliation and loyalty to their male counterparts to use the citizenship card, whereas male's citizenship or father's citizenship card is sufficient in itself? Why? If so, should men be given a pink and a women be green citizenship card? If not, doesn't it make a perfect sense that all the citizens are given equal rights irrespective of the gender? So division is not a concept in mathematics. It's a harsh reality is lived by women. It is a harsh reality that is lived by my mother, my grandmother, my sister, and myself. Gender discrimination is indeed fragments our society and our world. And this colossal shame of our species demands immediate action. Today, we gather here from different walks of life, representing various organizations who has done amazing works. Organizations like Family Frontier, FWLD, Forum for Women Law and Development, Omani Association for Human Rights, and so many organizations, affected people, advocates. All of us are here from different walks of life, representing various organizations. Standing together, our strength will become stronger. And I am faithful that our cries will be heard sooner than later. But actually, I'm both an optimist and a realist. I'm an optimist because I believe that change is possible. It is possible. And I think that one day, mothers will not have to prove their loyalty towards their male counterparts just to earn their equal citizenship rights. I believe that gender discrimination will no more be a cause for statelessness one day. And I'm a realist because listening to all the panel discussions and everyone today, and also based on the pledges and commitments that we've heard, not only from UN organizations, but also from countries and country representatives like Eswatini, Liberia, USA, Australia, Indonesia, Morocco, Iraq, and Kiribati. I'm confident that these drivers of change have vision. They have vision. They know what they are doing. They know the destination. And I'm confident that they understand that everyone has the right to belong. So I place my hope. I place my hope, the hope of my mother, the hope of all the mothers and daughters, the hope of all the activists and advocates here. I place these hopes before these governments and states. Let us all work together to realize women's status as equal citizen and build a future where gender equality is embraced in our laws and society. This is a major step towards ending statelessness, and a critical one that ensures that families of every citizen has a right to belong. Families of every citizen has a right to belong, and that children have the right to their mother's legal identity. Let us put it as simple as this, that children have the right to their mother's legal identity. So I believe that it is high time that states and governments put themselves in the shoes of those affected and realize their human rights obligations to ensure an inclusive and equal citizenship laws. And like Catherine G. said earlier, it is in fact a win-win situation for states, for societies, and for individuals. So I wish that this collective strength emanating from this room today, it reaches the hearts of all those awaiting rescue from the chains of injustice. And it also reaches those responsible for change. Let children be liberated from this curse. And may all this, and may we be able to say that one day all the states have eradicated gender discrimination from their laws, from the face of the earth for once and for all. And I would like to leave my concluding remarks with a note that unity holds an infinite power. Unity holds an infinite power, and nothing can be as powerful as the unison voice of the affected people and also the people with learned experiences. Nothing can be powerful than the unison voice of those with lived experience and learned experience and the hunger for equality, justice, and legal identity. Thank you so much.